Hi Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your September 15th to the 30th, 2022 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will be listed in the description box below. Now before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. Alright, Sagittarius, let's see what energy we need to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Okay, we have two. We have the Four of Cups and the Temperance card, Freyalt, in the Druidcraft deck, which is what this deck is. And what this is telling me instantaneously is that Spirit is saying, be very mindful. We're going to be easily distracted during this time. Okay, Freyalt, Temperance, represents us Sagittarius in the major arcana. There we go. The Four of Cups, we're focusing here. We have a gift coming to us over here. And it's like our attention's being taken by something that drains us, by something that doesn't add to us, and by something that we've already spent way too much time on anyway. So this is going to be a time where we're easily distracted, where we're kind of sad, a little bit blue, a little bit down, a little bit overwhelmed, and we're focusing on the things that have been demanding our attention instead of focusing on the gifts that are coming our way. And it's going to feel a bit hard, a bit challenging, Sagittarius, to see these gifts, to embrace ourselves, our talents, our joys, what we want, who we are, but it's going to be important. There's going to be little reminders that come throughout the day that say, hey, you know what? There's a blessing here. Hey, you know what? You're worth it. Hey, you know what? You're talented. And it's going to take time, but it's needed. It's needed during this time for us to say, you know what? I am worth it. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. We have the Knight of Pentacles, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Judgment, the Page of Swords, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and the Magician. All right, so if we have air sign energy within our natal chart or strong air sign energy in our lives, however that presents itself, we're going to be learning a lot from it. We're also going to be learning a lot from this Mercury retrograde, which can have us easily distracted because we have the Page of Swords coming in. Swords represent air sign. Mercury is rules talking, communication, right? Air signs, thinking, the way we connect with the world verbally and auditorially. There is a sense here of learning new things, new doors opening, new understandings coming our way, greater insights, greater ideas, opening up to us in ways that we hadn't anticipated, hadn't expected, didn't think would be coming to us. We're also going to be learning a lot about ourselves. We're going to be learning a lot about where we want to stand and how we need to stand within us and the questions that we're asking, but also the way that we are communicating with ourselves and with our world. We're going to be looking at the way we talk to ourselves when nobody's about. We're also going to be looking at the way we let others' words impact us. This is a time, Sagittarius, where, yes, we can get caught up in the negativity. We can get caught up in ourselves and have a little bit of the trauma drama of life coming in where we're too much of the center character. But we're also going to be seeing ourselves moving forward in a way that opens up new doors, new opportunities. We have to be a little bit selfish to understand that there's a new beginning coming, that there's new ideas that are going to be leading us in directions we hadn't expected. We're coming out of a dark time. We're coming out of a time where we feel boxed in, when we felt as if we couldn't be what we wanted to be. We're living up to somebody else's expectations, whether it was our own expectation of this is what success looks like, this is what happiness looks like, this is what prosperity looks like, or it was somebody else's expectation that said this is what you are going to be because you are going to be that successful or that person that I want you to be. We're coming out of a box. We're feeling like we're rising out of the darkness. And as we are doing this, we are finding ourselves, we're finding our voice, we're looking at where we need to be instead of where we think we are supposed to be. And it brings us to having a bit of the magic back into our world. Having a lot of the magic back into our world. There's magic here, there's beauty, there's insights, there's ideas. We're going to tend to want to say, well, I have to know more about this, or I have to dive deeper into this, or I have to be an expert before I can even put my foot into the water. No, this is a time where you get to be a raw beginner and see what happens. You get to ask the questions and see what becomes of it. The magician is saying that this is going to be a magical time. Not necessarily because everything falls into place beautifully, but because doors open, because questions are dared to be asked, because there's a sense of stepping out of the comfort zone and stepping into who we are. And we were trying to hide that for a really long time. And I don't know exactly why that is. We are becoming a student of what we want, but we're also learning how to walk that tightrope. That yes, you can fall, but what if you don't? There's a sense of wonderment. There's a sense of insight. There's a sense of more than meets the eye coming forward. And the magician, it's so interesting because I just keep on hearing perfect, perfect, perfect. It's like we're going to be a beginner, but we wanted to be an expert when we started. We weren't a savant, and we were never going to be. So be kinder to yourself. There's a talent that you have that needs to shine through. Divinity is going to be having it tap on our shoulder time and time again. It's going to be very easy to overlook it. It's going to be very easy to ignore it. Don't. This is a time where there's a spark, there's an insight, there's a beauty coming forward, and it leads us to the Knight of Pentacles. Again, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. If we have this in our chart, if we're born on the cusp of Capricorn, we're going to see paths being laid. We've kind of set down a foundation, as crude as it might be, and we want to move forward towards it. We want to move forward towards our prosperity, or we know that that way leads to gold. That way leads to abundance. That way is the way we have to follow for us, for the insight, for the experience, for the adventure. Let's walk it. The Knight of Pentacles is not rash at all. It kind of goes very much against our Knight of Wands nature, because the Knight of Pentacles is slow, steady, and methodical. You might be meeting someone, Sagittarius, slow, steady, and methodical. The way they speak might be very slow. The way they act might be very slow. And it's going to kind of drive you crazy, but you're also going to love the way they craft words together, the way they line things up, the way that they interact. And it's showing you something. It's saying a little bit, slow down here. See what path you want. See what intrigues you. See what it is that you desire. Slow it down. And you will be surprised what happens. You will also be surprised at what you're building towards. Divinity is going to be leading you, Sagittarius, back. It's like, okay, come on, come back to your path, come back to what's important. We're really going to want to be distracted. We're really going to want to say, well, I need to focus on this. This is my main place. And other things are going to be popping up and saying, hey, listen, you need to pay attention to me. You need to understand this. You need to see where it is that we're headed. So here, slow and steady wins the race. But also stepping out of what you thought you knew. Stepping out of what you thought was the only way that it could be. And now you start stepping into yourself. And you're going to see that as you start to follow what you love, what you enjoy, what's powerful for you, what's prominent for you, the path is laid in gold. It starts to lead you to new opportunities, new ideas, new openings. and it starts to become more exciting. So as much as it's slow, even the person that we might be meeting who helps us to move along, they move more slowly, more succinctly, more methodically. We get frustrated. But they need our fire as much as we need their stability. Let's see the subconscious energy that we need to be mindful of, and it's the Magician. As much as this magic comes forward, we need to be mindful that somebody else's talents necessarily do not have to be our own. There's somebody who shines, and we think, oh, that's the way I'm supposed to be doing it. If it's not a natural fit for us, then it shouldn't be. It's like having, a size 10 shoe and trying to fit in a size 5. It's not going to work. It's just not. So here, understand that everybody has their talents. Bless their talents. Let them move forward. It's not going to be yours. And Sagittarius, you have to see who you are, because it's going to be very easy, again, during this time, to be distracted and to be also displeased with our talents, our abilities, our uniqueness, and want to be just like somebody else. Want to be, the accepted version of what success is supposed to be. Our subconscious tarot message is the 7 of Cups. Choices are going to be made during this time. We're going to be looking at what we dream of. We're going to be looking at what we want. We're going to be looking at the bigger picture. And this is a time where we need to say, all right, you know what? I'm paying attention to this. I'm not paying attention to that. I'm moving forward this way. I'm not moving forward that way. We need to dream. And we need to see what dreams are important to us and why those dreams are important to us. And then we start to move on. And then we start to be empowered. And then we also start to see that spark that we put on the back shelf and said, oh, you know what? This was just silliness from when I was little. Now it starts to come forward. And it's like, oh, wait, but this is who I am. And this is powerful. All right, Sagittarius, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy, as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Sagittarius, and may blessings always be with you.